Hey everybody, welcome to Working Horses with Jim. I am Brenda, Jim's wife, and today I am going to be letting some of the horses out into the pasture that they have been longing to go out into, but because Jim wanted it to dry out a little bit, this is the first day that they're going to be able to go out into their spring pasture, and so I thought I'd take you along with me. It's a windy spring day, and Duke and Earl are out here. Where'd that wood come from, Dookie? Hi. Guys, I've got a surprise for you. Hi, Earl. If you've been having fun, I see you've been rolling. Hi, sweetheart. Jim is down at Paul Smith's today with Barron and Bill, and he is logging. He said to me today that he thought that this is one of the only springs he's had where he's been able to log every week and hasn't had to take weeks off in the spring because of the mud. So that is great. You guys coming? Come on. They don't even know what's up yet. Oh my gosh. Jim's got this so tied up because of Earl always opening gates to see if I can figure this out. Oh, I hope that door doesn't open on me over there, or they'll go in before they realize they can go out here. Hey guys, come here. Hey Duke, no! No, Duke. They're always messing around with something, these horses. Come here! Hey! Look! Duke! Now they got the idea. Now you got the idea. Come on, boys. Oh, don't eat here. It's all yucky here. They're just so excited. They're just eating the first thing they come to. Jim asked me to let them out at 11 o'clock today because he didn't want them out all day long. He wants them to get used to the green grass before leaving them in here all day long. It can cause some problems. I'm not sure what. He'll have to tell you that. But anyways, they're going to enjoy this. He said he's not real super happy with how high it is, but feels like they can start coming out here and enjoying it. And there, over there is Lady. She's been out most days and has it pretty chewed down out here, but she also still gets hay every day. She doesn't mind being by herself. Usually Bill's in with her when he's home, and he's gotten a lot of days off because Jim's been working with the colts, but his plowing is now completed, so that is good. spring work still, more still to come, and we'll be sharing that with you. You're so dirty. Have fun, Earl.
Hello everyone, I am Abby, Jim and Brenda's daughter, if you don't know me already. So today Mom and Dad have gone down to Vermont to visit some family, and they asked me to do a couple things for the horses while they were gone. And to make a quick video to show you, Skipper, hi, you are just so cute. To show you what goes on kind of when they're not around with the horses. And Skip, who is very lonely, I think, he got very excited when I drove in. So anyway, I came earlier this morning. They're just gone for the day. So I came earlier this morning and opened up a gate so the horses, the Suffocks, could go into another pasture. And now I just have to give them a couple bales of hay so we can go out there and see how the horses are doing. So it turned into a nice sunny day. Earlier this morning it was raining, but now the sun is out, which is very, very pleasant. So this feeder is for the Suffolk punch horses. I don't know if that's gonna fit in there. So the three brothers were in the barnyard this morning, but now they can go out to the pasture. That's where they are now. Well, it had taken me a long time to figure out how to open the gate because Dad had it tied in a weird way. But the three horses were like standing right behind me. Well, they followed me all the way over to the gate, and then they were standing like right behind me, breathing down my neck for probably like 3 minutes while I tried to get the gate open, and they were ridiculous. This is not for you. I hate to disappoint. Go. Hey, I already brought you some. Go check it out. Go get your hay. I had the shovel up against the door and then it fell to try to keep the horses from not going in, and then knocked it over. Then they started freaking out because it fell. And I don't know, I must be missing something because obviously there must be a way to close the door from the outside so that they don't just go back inside when they're not supposed to. Obviously you can from the inside, but when I'm out here, what are you supposed to do, Dad? Okay, so this bale is for the Belgians, Bill and Lady. Alrighty, excuse me. Excuse me. Space, please. Okay. Alrighty. Peace out. Enjoy your meal. Well, I hope you all enjoyed this little segment. I will see you guys later.
I came out this morning to see how Lady, Bill, and Duke were doing together, because Jim just put them out for the first time together in the pasture, and this is very nice. They're all just hanging out and they're so happy about the grass. But I don't know what happened. I came out here, the cows are all the way over there, and you can maybe see a black cow in the distance. That's mama cow. This little bugger was born like yesterday, and I think he was just with his mother, but somehow he must have got separated, maybe when the horses came out or something, and he's way off, so we'll have to get him back. It's really cute. He's got a heart on his head. Come on, sweetie. This could be what happened. I bet they chased him. I called Jim and he said, well, we got to chase him back. He's such a good mover, he'll run back. I think.
Good morning, everybody. We are just finishing up greasing this plow of mine, which has about 1 million grease fittings, but that's good. I like grease fittings. So we're all done with the 3-horse plow that we've been doing, and so now we need to change it over to 2-horse so I can plow the garden. Yesterday my skid steer broke down again. Just to give you guys an update on this skid steer issue I've been having. It's just still causing me lots of troubles. I am on the lookout for a 160 New Holland. If any of you guys know where there's a good New Holland around there for sale, that's what I'm looking for. But we haven't completely given up on my smaller New Holland, but it's just giving me all kinds of troubles. Anyways, I'm going to get this changed over to 2-horse. These white horse plows are fairly easy to change over, and it's really nice because they come with a owner's manual that stays right inside of this little place right here, and that's really handy to have. Even out in the cold, it's waterproof, and so the manual stays dry, and so it's a very easy change to go from 3 horses to 2 horses, and explains it all right here in the owner's manual. And I've done it enough so I probably don't need the owner's manual, so we'll put that back in here. If I do need it for references, I know where it's at. So let me swap this around for 2 horses, and maybe we can even show you guys us plowing the garden a little bit. I'll probably use Baron and Earl, and we'll see how things go. So now we gotta take the 2-horse evener off the 3-horse evener, and take the 3-horse evener off the plow, which is very easy if Skip would get out of my way and let me do it. Get. So it's just a matter of popping this bottom pin out, pulling that out, and then this evener here will go into here. I'm not going to hitch it in right now because there's a couple things I need to do. I'll put this in here so I don't lose it. Okay, so that's that. So now we have 2 more things we have to do. We have to take the tongue for the pole of this and set it over to the center for a for the 2 horses. And then down here, these things right here have to be changed, but I'll show you in a second. Okay guys, there's 8 bolts there. I loosened all the bolts up, and this should be able to come up out here. I ended up putting a block underneath the plowshare so it won't go down more than it is. And we put a block here to hold the whole plow up. So with this all loose, I should be able to walk it right out like this and just set it over like this. And then those bolts will be tightened up and the tongue will go right in there. And then we'll be set up for 2 horses or even for 4 horses abreast if we wanted to do that. But we're of course only using the 2 horses. So it's just a matter of sliding this in place and come on, baby. There. So now, because I had 3 horses on the last time I was using it, this tongue will probably be too long. So I will actually pull this pin right here, loosen this bolt right there and this one here, and it'll slide back and drop into probably that hole, although maybe it'll go all the way to here, I'm not sure. So we'll have to adjust that also. So I'll tighten these up and I'll probably bring this back to 1 notch, and then we'll be ready to hitch the horses up, except for we have one more thing I'll have to show you. But let me get this done and I'll show you that.
I have a question that might be really dumb.
Okay, I love dumb questions. Makes me look smart if I have the answer. Makes me look even dumber if I don't have the answer.
Makes me look dumb. Okay, why does a pole have to be longer with 3 horses than 2 horses? Because they're all three abreast or 2 abreast.
Right, but the evener is such that it makes a longer, needs a longer hitch, just because of the longer evener. You've got to look like you're not quite understanding it.
Because that's wide and not long. The evener is either
well, it's wider, but because of it, it's wider this way, but it's also wider this way, so it gives them less room, so they need to have a longer tongue.
Oh, okay.
So.
Because there they are right there.
The 2 horse is more compact this way than the 3 horse.
Yeah, it's only a little teeny bit, but yeah, I guess that. I get you.
Okay, good. I'm glad you got it. All right, we'll be back in a second to show you the last thing I have to do. Okay guys, so I got the bolts all tightened up, so this is all good for the 2 horses. Now we have one more thing to do, and I think to make it clear to you, and to tell you the truth, to make it even clearer to me, I'm quite certain I know what to do, but I'm going to go to the owner's manual really quick like. And I must say also, when you're doing this with these plows, the importance of getting it such that the tongue is in the air like it is, because to swap it over, it has to be kind of floating in the air to make that work. But also, when you're doing this job right here, it's just so much easier if it's up in the air and your evener's out of your way. So when you're plowing with 3 horses, these have to be just straight up and down vertical. And then, if I go to the right page, right here, as you can see, it's pretty clear in the owner's manual what to do. So they have to be straight up and down for odd number of horses, and then for even number of horses, they have to be tipped about that far. Now how far that is, I don't know. I'm just kind of guessing. And there's a ton of adjustments so that you can adjust that if need be. Skip. So with that clear as mud, it's just a matter of loosening up this. Also, you have the adjustment on this slide here as to where you want to go, and that has to do with the depth that you're plowing. And I can see both of them have slid a little bit, and I didn't even notice this I did notice it somewhat, but the difference here between, there's that much gap in the bottom here, and there's no gap over there. So generally, you kind of start at the center and then adjust accordingly. Skip, I'm going to tie you up somewhere so you're not pestering me. So I loosen this up good, so this is all free here. And then as we turn, this will stay still, and this just turns a little bit. And we put it over to about there, and I'm going to put it at about the halfway point, and then tighten it back up. And it's important, as you can see, it wasn't even tight enough the last time I was using it. That's why it moved in adjustment. It's important to get these good and tight. And I'll snug them up even tighter when I'm done. But that's what we're looking for, that type of angle, as opposed to straight up and down. And then this, kind of in the center of that. And then as I start plowing, if I want to adjust it, then I can do that. So I'll get the other side done, and then I'll show you what it's like all done. Okay guys, looks pretty good to me. We'll call that good. We'll show a close-up of those two arms. So now Brenda, if you could just pick that tongue up a little bit. It's very light. So I will pull my blocking out and she can set that down. And we are ready to plow. So I say we're ready to plow, but I'm not sure when we'll get to it. So many things in our business and in life in general, we make plans and they don't always work out quite like we were hoping for. I was hoping to get the garden plowed today, and it may not happen because I've got a load of logs coming down to one of the Amish sawmills. So as soon as they show up, which should be very soon, I'll have to go over and scale up the logs, and that's going to take a little bit of time. And it's supposed to start raining here this afternoon, so we may not get the plowing done until tomorrow. But that's just the way it goes sometimes in our life, and probably most of your lives too. You have all these great plans for the day, and they don't always turn out quite as you expected. But all we can do is our best. So we just keep trying to do our best. So we'll see you in a bit when we do start plowing. Good morning, everybody. Just want to give you a little update on that new calf that we had. So the other day we went to push him back in and he took right off and went the opposite way. And after just a very short period of time, I said, forget it. He'll find his way back into his mama. And there's his mama, one with a bit of a white on her face. And here's the calf with the heart on her head, the red one. And we did not see that calf all day long yesterday. And I wasn't too concerned, but it's still a bit of a pain not to know where an animal is. But this happens quite often with cattle. And anyways, she is back with her mother. Everything's fine. We still have 4 good healthy calves and 5 more to go. We got quite a bit of rain last night, but I'm sort of hoping to maybe get the plowing done in the garden, get going on that today. So maybe we can show you even a little bit of that. Nice step. Careful. Step back. Good feet. Feet. Heel. Feet. Heel. Feet. 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 Cast up. Step back. Step back. Oh. Step back. Oh. Oh. Cap step. Careful. Oh, just a bit. Oh, that's that. Nice. Careful. Careful. Hey. Careful step. Ha. 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 Oh. Just do that. Step back. Step back. Step back. Ha. Step back. Ha. Step back. Ha. 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 Oh. Careful. Oh. Step back. Ha. Careful. Oh, that's that. I cast it. That's it. Oh, still a going. Gee. Step back. Oh. That cup is down. Oh. G. G. Good, back. Back. Careful. Careful. Step back. Step back. Step step. Step step. Back here. Huh? Yep. Eat. Oh boy. Hey. 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 Well, Brenda's home and she's come out to see her garden.
Look at it, it's all done. Oh my goodness. I love it. It looks so good.
So what happened, I plowed from that side over to this side, and because of your flower beds, I couldn't get any closer. I was hoping to get one more pass there and just plow halfway down to get it a little shallower, but I couldn't do a thing. I should have, my last pass should have been at half the depth and it would have leveled out better, but it'll be fine. We can level it out fine. Yeah, it came out okay. The horses worked good. Baron was a little bit anxious, but they did good. And yeah, so you happy with that?
Yes, there was so much junk in here that you did a good job of turning it over.
Buried it pretty nice. So I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
When I disc it and harrow it, it might bring a little bit more up, but I doubt it too much because I plowed it fairly deep and I think it did a good job.
Yeah, it looks like it might need a day or two to dry out.
Yeah, I'm not going to disc it today.
Yep. I'm glad I have my little raised beds. I already got some stuff started in there, so we can just let this set until it's ready, and it looks beautiful.
Yep. So guys, hope you enjoyed this video. We shall see you next week. Have a good one.